I think conservation as a profession is quite broad. On a day-to-day basis, you will find us in the lab where we examine, document, research, and carry out conservation treatments on the library's special collections. We do this to prolong the usable life of the collections and to make them accessible to researchers. We look at material culture and objects, and they're made of different materials, they have different histories, and no two objects are exactly the same. So every time we approach a treatment or start a research project, we need to consider that particular object and make considered approaches for the best care we can give.
Just to describe to you what I'm doing is testing it with a brush to see if any of these flakes are loose. And then I'm going to go back in with my consolidant right here and just kind of lay them down.
Many people think that we wear white lab coats and only look at things through a microscope, and we do that. We use a microscope a lot, but we really have to consider the whole object, and it's not just the skills of being able to repair something. We use what we call close looking to understand the object and make an approach. And sometimes you don't do a treatment because it's not the best option for the object at that moment. And other times you do a more full-scale treatment and bring the state of the object to something that's usable.
So you can see here, this is hard to see. Sometimes it's obscured by printing, but it looks like there's a bird here. This is a double eagle watermark. It's very typical of German. I could have seen this watermark, just said it was German. If I want to get deeper, you can see there's a G and an F here. And actually this one has a G and an F. If I click into here, I can get a little more information about it.
The object in front of me is something that I find particularly interesting, which is a research project that I'm just starting on. We have a number of posters from the Spanish Civil War. These are lithographic posters that were printed in high volumes during wartime, so the paper's not great quality because we're talking limited wartime resources, yet the printing techniques and the colors of ink are very sophisticated. So this is something that I'm going to look at to find out what was happening at that time there in Spain and what are the printing techniques and methods, who is doing this work. Our student assistants, they are really involved in all facets of what we do in this lab. Depending on their skill level and their interests, we assign appropriate projects. We take students from all different departments and majors. We don't specify they have to be conservation students. The graduate students tend to be. You are working with your hands, working with the collection, and I find that students will enjoy their time here. It's almost a diversion for them from their regular studies.